Hey, you what it do? It's your boy Robdoesitall coming to you live and direct from above the Arctic Circle in Norway. Today's video is the top 5 reasons that you should move to Svalbard. You know a little bit about me and my story. I moved here to Tromsø from Svalbard. I moved to Svalbard from New York City, and Svalbard was just like the most amazing time. And I get a lot of questions about people that are very interested in Svalbard, visiting, living there. And so I wanted to do this video. And here we are. So, number 5, it is visa free. And that means you don't need a visa to live or work there. But do not get confused into thinking that because it's visa free, you can just go. While you can, you do have to go through Norway to get to Svalbard, right? Svalbard's under control of Norway. So if you're in a country and you need to have a visitor visa to come to Norway, then I guess it's not technically visa free for you. You do need a visa to get to mainland Norway, but it is visa free because once you get to mainland Norway, even if you just get a visitor visa, whatever, however you got to get to Norway, if you get yourself to Norway, you can just go to Svalbard. And once you go to Svalbard, you can live and work there indefinitely, as long as you want. As long as you have a job, you can stay. I know for a fact that we had like 10 different nationalities or different countries represented at the bar I worked in Longyearbyen. And I mean, there's people there from Africa, from India, from the Philippines, from America, all across Europe, South America, Russia, Ukraine, everywhere, right? There's so many different nationalities or countries represented in Svalbard, on Svalbard, that, people coming from everywhere. So definitely visa free, but make sure that your country allows you to go. You got to do whatever you need to do to get to Norway first, and then boom. I'm American, so I didn't need to do anything. I just showed up with my passport, come to Norway, come to Schengen for 90 days at a time, and then boom, from Norway, just go up to Svalbard. I had a job waiting and everything, so yeah, visa free. Number four, top 5 reasons to move to Svalbard is the nature. The nature is amazing. The weather, I don't have a problem with the weather. It is really cold, like really cold. I think the coldest day when I was there was negative 30 something, right? So there's that. And that's probably going to go on the list for top 5 reasons not to move to Svalbard if I'm thinking about it. But the nature is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful places you ever see. Mountains everywhere. Just the air is like the cleanest air. You're breathing it in is amazing. The water is amazing. There's Arctic foxes. There's Eastburn polar bears there. More polar bears than people, by the way. Um, the nature is, it's just something like you'll never see in your life. Being the world's northernmost town, being so far. I mean, look, where I am right now, where I'm sitting right now in this video, I am 220 miles, 354 kilometers above the Arctic Circle, and it will take a plane an hour and a half north, flying north, to get to Svalbard. That's how far north it is. But the weather, or the nature is amazing. The weather is part of nature. So that's number 4. Number 3. I'm European now. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 3 is the adventures. All the adventures you can do. Now, when I say adventures, I mean snowmobiling, ATVs, swimming, go to sauna, jumping in the fjord, all snowmobiling to Pyramiden, Barentsburg. There's the global seed vault is there. If you never heard about that, it's a big vault built directly into the mountain with seeds from everything around the world. So if it's a zombie apocalypse, they can't grow nothing on Svalbard, but you can go to Svalbard, get the seeds, and then go to wherever you need to go to grow them. And also with adventures, I would say Svalbard Adventures. I'm gonna combine those. So when I was living there, I worked for Svalbard Adventures, or I worked for a Svalbard pub, which is owned by Svalbard Adventures, and so I got to do like everything for free. It was lit. I mean, I was snowmobiling out there, man, ATVs, going to the dog kennels, like checking everything out. boat trips, seeing walruses and all type of stuff. So adventures, by far, it's just very unique with the adventures you could do. So that's number 3. Oh, and also the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights. That's been one of the coolest things since I moved up here, is seeing the Northern Lights. And in Svalbard, you will see them. I mean, weather permitting. I, having lived in Svalbard and also here in Tromsø, you see the Northern Lights better. I believe you see them better here in Tromsø, but living on Svalbard, you will see the Northern Lights, and it's just so cool when you're coming home. Like me, I'm a bartender. I'm coming home from work. I look over the sky, and it's the Northern Lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in Virginia. I ain't never seen the Northern Lights before, so it was amazing. So there you have the Northern Lights. Um, number two, cheaper alcohol. I don't know. I'm a bartender, so I work with alcohol. Now I'm living here on the mainland, and alcohol is taxed very heavily in Norway, so things are expensive. The cheapest beer that I have on tap in my place is 99 kroner, right? Which could be, depending on the currency exchange at the time, could be roughly around like $10, right? 10 American dollars for like a pint of beer. And that same beer for 99 kroner on Svalbard will be like 50 kroner. And you get a half liter versus a 0.4, right? So that's cheaper. Let's see what else. For example, I got vodka in my place here is like could be like 108 kroner, 110. And on Svalbard you can get vodka could be 44 kroner, 48 kroner, 50 kroner. So you can see that the price of things is very different. Here on the mainland, a lot of people were pre-gaming. You're going to buy your stuff, and then you're going to pre-game at home. So when you go out, you don't have to drink as much because it's expensive. So Svalbard is more, to me as an American, is more like a night out in America where you could go and you can like go out sober and get the way you want to get, just being completely out. You don't have to really pregame. You can just go get some beers, take some shots with some friends, get some cocktails, and have a good time. So that's number 2, definitely cheaper alcohol, less alcohol taxes, less taxes in general. So yeah, that's number 2. And the number 1 reason that you should move to Svalbard is the people. The people are absolutely the best thing about Longyearbyen. Everyone is from around the world. Everyone's from a different country. There's so many nations represented that when you get to the village, you really just become one. And it's really not about where you're from. It's where you're at, daddy. You know what I mean? Uh, when I think about my time living there, absolutely the best part is the people. Um, from the people I worked with, from the people that work everywhere else, hanging out. Everyone, it's a work camp, so everyone's working hard. Get off work, having some drinks, having nosh bills. I don't really go to nosh bills myself, but it's really cool, a community like team building, that when you do go to them, you get to meet all the other people from around the village, and you get to learn about people's stories. Everyone has a different reason why they came to Svalbard, so it's nice to talk to the people. And I grew up in Virginia. I never thought in my life that I would ever know so many people from around the world, or that I would work with, people that, he's from Finland, he's from the Netherlands, he's from France, he's from Germany, he's from Sweden. It's just like crazy to me. Or you go over, to the next place, and she's from Russia, she's from Ukraine, she's from Poland. And it's just like, whoa. But when you're along European, everybody's just everybody. We're no longer from this country and that country. We're Svalbardians, baby. Svalbardians of the galaxy. So definitely the number 1 reason you should move to Svalbard is the people. I can't say enough good things about them. And that's the video. So stay tuned for the next one. There's going to be the top 5 reasons you should not move to Svalbard. All right, this is your boy Rob Does It All. I'm out.